We have finally won Western Africa, and we control all of the kingdom, the de jure kingdom of Mali. Um, and the holy orders that were down there are now on their way to the de jure duchy of Nitra, where we will hopefully take that entire duchy. And Pannonia is dealing with a defensive war against the king of Sardinia and Corsica. Can usurp a title? The Kingdom of Sistan. No, I think that's the one I said I don't want to usurp. When can we usurp this duchy? Emirate of Beha. Cannot... Wait. Duchy of Algarve. Oh, I was in de jure, that's why. 13th of December, 1019. Still a ways off. Wait for the ships to arrive here. I'm also waiting on the ships to arrive down here. I don't know where I'm going to take these guys yet. British Isles, maybe? No. We have our retinue there, so I will... I'll move them to Friesland. Holy orders arrived. War doesn't look like it's going too great for my vassal. I can usurp the Emirate of Provence and the Emirate of Flanders. We will do both. Alright, so... let's find somebody who should hold these, or who should have these duchies as vassals. Is Bavaria dealing with any rebellions? Yes. Nubia is not. And Persia is also not. So we will transfer the Count of Bruges to this guy. Meanwhile, we will give him the Duchy of Flanders. And I am also going to... I'm not going to make him the... I'm not going to put him under anyone. He'll just be a new king. Can we get any... Kingdom of Magyar. It's a titular kingdom. It's player controlled. Kingdom of Iraq, Kingdom of France, Aquitaine, Burgundy. Yeah, that's fine. Kingdom of Burgundy. Goes to my son. Do we have any more vassals who are counts? Aside from the one we just made. Alto Aragon, who's in a revolt right now. Breisgau, Leicester, Faro, and Sticht. That guy holds all three of those. Alright. Duchess of Antioch. Send her a gift and demand her conversion. Alright, let's see. I don't really want to make her Caesar. Oh well. Now demand her conversion. She will. Anyone else who is a... Duchess of Antioch? Nope, that's the only Duchess we have. Everyone else is a king or a count. So once she converts, we need a new chancellor. Once she converts, I will transfer her to her de jure liege. Do we have any powerful vassals? Not right now. Go with this guy, the Despot of Brittany. Are you converting? Okay, and that's in the Kingdom of Syria, I believe. And these guys are up here now. Disband those fleets. Disband all the fleets, actually. There's an Umayyad revolt. The Duchy of Normandy would be nice to get right now. Let's see if we can get some ships to take these armies over to Burgundy. Or not Burgundy, Normandy. Go to West Friesland. I'll wait for those guys to arrive here. And then we'll declare a holy war for Nitro. And then I want that guy again. And I want to declare a holy war for Normandy. Go to Boulogne. Oh wow, 2,000 defenders. It's quite a bit. Someone became a flamboyant schemer. I don't care really. It's some unimportant character. Alright. These guys have arrived in Boulogne. We'll move into O, or O, I don't know how you pronounce it. As with most things in Europe, I am oblivious. German I'm good at. I know how to pronounce German things. Usually. And we'll wait 3 days there. Salt here. Not too often I get to declare 2 different wars at the same time. Before defensive pacts, I used to just declare as many wars as possible, and then lose a ton of gold whenever I lost a couple of them. Won the siege. He surrenders under those terms. He just lost all of his land. Good news, my lord. We have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the great white stag in the county of Urbino. And that's done. Yadavingi. That's quite a bit of land. For a duchy. Right? He is just a duke. The Duke of Greater Poland is a Polish Catholic. And this guy has some daughters who I can probably betroth to some of my kids. Maybe not. Why can't I betroth any of my kids to this girl? Huh. Oh, we're at war. I think. I think that's... No, we're not at war with them anymore. I have no clue. So, let's find a new character to hold those lands. Are any of them not Stonehill Fort 2? Or Stonehill Fort 4? No, they all are, so it doesn't matter which I grant first. County of Svollen. Create the title Duchy of Nitra. And the weakest king should be... It's probably going to be my son. Since all of his land is recently conquered except for Nice. Sure, we'll give it to him. Grant this guy the Duchy of Nitra. We'll deal with this holy war now. News from China. Emperor Xi Zhaozong, the Chinese son of heaven, has died and been succeeded by Xi Yingzong. Like his predecessor, the new emperor is known to believe in an open China. Apparently, he takes a special interest in Manichaeans, but frowns on Jains. Business as usual then. Go and take care of these raiders. They haven't actually done any damage to the holdings. As she is growing older, I can see that Theodora could use some of my guidance in experienced areas. Can make her become diligent at the cost of me becoming stressed. Let's try for it. I have a lot of health, so I'm not too worried. Matters of life and death. With age comes wisdom, they say, or at least it may change the questions we ask. You mutter to yourself, you have had trouble sleeping lately. More often than not, while the rest of your court is sound asleep, you find yourself staring at the ceiling. You are getting older, each day closer to leaving this plane of existence. It is folly to fear such things, of course, yet you cannot keep these feelings at bay. Didn't you used to dream of grander things? What about you carving your own path? What happened to your ambitions? You sit up straight in your bed. This is ridiculous. You are the ruler. You have people ready to serve your any whim. Perhaps your counselors have ideas. If nothing else, it might ease your trouble sleeping. Actually, when I think about it, I've lived a good life. Gain content. Summon the council. I think that this is going to lead to events regarding immortality. A meeting of the minds. Your council convenes and faces of your advisors speak of confusion. Why are we here, my lord? It comes with a hint of concern. You sit down and the suspense is almost tangible as you leave the question hanging in the air. Finally, you speak, and without disclosing much of your current nightly restlessness, you convey the message eloquently enough. I want to discuss the concept of life and death, and I want to look into everlasting life. They nod slowly. So what do you think? The spirit rises in the room as your counselors start to talk, some hesitantly, some gesturing wildly. They all have ideas. I think I've had the Spymaster one and the Chancellor one. So let's go with Marshal. This option is okay. It's because I have High Marshal. Your proto-trader will arrange a realm-wide search for any person in possession of knowledge on the matter. He seems quite doubtful regarding the whole endeavor. Alright. We'll try for it, as always. Although, in this game, it might be a curse. More than anything, because death is good to stop truces, or to have truces end sooner. Of course, I could also start breaking truces if I wanted to. That would lose me a lot of prestige, though. And opinion, I think. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but are forced to return empty-handed. You are sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure. Gain humble or proud. Always go with humility. Ibrahim the Frog has declared Ibrahim the Frog's war for Abyssinia. Holy War for Berbera. Please tell me it's all of it. It is. Wait, is it? So it's going to be hold on. We'll get our troops raised first and move them towards the fighting down here. Right. raise ships there. Still, that is quite a few troops that we can already get down there quickly. So we'll land in Zayala, I think. Meanwhile, I need to keep up my assaults on the holdings in Normandy. %. Do you want out? No. You're dumb. Still waiting on some other ships to get here. Emir Maragata the Just has usurped the title. Okay, some title has been usurped. We have 20,000 troops. How many troops does Ethiopia have? 2,000. And this guy has 5,000. I think we've got them both beat, regardless of whether they whether we fight one or both. Let's assault here. I can disband these ships again. How about now? Do you want out? Yes, good. They'll arrive in ruin. We'll actually catch his army, so even if he doesn't accept, we'll have 100%. Oh wow, that was closer than I thought it would be. Alright, that war's over. Now we get on to the brunt of this war. I think Abyssinia is going to be screwed. Is he leading troops? He is, in Azov. He's leading troops in Azov. That's up in the Black Sea, right? What's he doing up there? Hey, look. Let's go after him. Assault. Oh wait, I have land that I need to distribute. We will take these guys to Bruges. Find a new guy to give this land to. Vro. Ruin. Vaxen. Donner and Blitzen. Sorry, that was a bad, I mean, it wasn't even really a joke, it was an attempt at one. A very poor attempt at one. Let's try to get a duchy. We can't. We cannot usurp the title of Duchy of Normandy right now, of course, because they're at war. He didn't die yet. No. Can we welcome the Jews yet? Hey, welcome the Jews. I have to pay them gold and... Cool. I can borrow money from them. But let's not. Some of my vassals are taking taking advantage of this guy's moment of weakness because of his revolts and the fact that he has to focus his attention on so many different places. What kind of revolt is this? Please tell me independence war. No, war against the tyranny of. So, if they win, which they won't because they don't have a lot of troops really. If they win, they will put a different liege on top of that realm, meaning I can declare war against them again. Let's build the last level of Hill Fort in Terraboval so we can get them to upgrade it to a castle, which will stop nomad agitation, hopefully. My daughter, Princess Tomeas, has been clutching at her stomach and made frequent visits to the privy. She is suffering from dysentery. Capture him. Capture him. Okay, we didn't capture him, but we did crush his army. Powerful vassals, maybe? Nope. We'll go with the Despot of Cyprus, I guess. Disband these guys. I only wanted to destroy or take his army once. These guys are suffering some attrition right now. Okay, we will embark them, and those guys will head there. We found an apostate who just happens to be the Grand Master of the Knights Templar? Knights Hospitaller. Throw him in the dungeon. The Jalilids are dealing with some holy wars, and I hope they lose all of them. Three days of waiting there. Actually land these guys as well, I guess. Why would I do that, actually, now that I think about that? Just land the ships, or like move the ships in. Paying your passage. I'm not going to say I believe the stories, but we have picked up some promising information, my lord, Despot Georgios says. However, we could do with some more supplies if we are to journey even further. In fact, I would like to send word to hire scouts in certain more distant regions if we are to follow the leads and continue this mission. He pauses at the door, his posture strained. Of course, there are other ways to reach eternity, he sighs. When you open your mouth to respond indignantly, he interrupts you. I suppose the attitude comes with the job, master. My apologies. Your protostrator exits the room, his steps growing fainter as you consider your options. In other words, so he can't find anyone in my realm. I'll send word to the whole world if need be. Lose a ton of money. Never played as an immortal character before. Oh, this war's over. Disband all the ships and all of the armies. I'm guessing my son is still considered the weakest one. Surprisingly not. Alright. Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera is apparently the weakest one. Does anybody have that duchy yet? They do not. We'll grant these counties out. And then Al Jazeera, right? Good. Transfer. Count of Berbera. Give this guy the duchy. Damn, one of my vassals is losing his wars. Hopefully these guys will win theirs. That's 3,000 troops. That's hopeful, considering he only has about 2,000. He's losing some money. I will send him a gift to make sure his mercenaries that he's probably raised don't bankrupt him. Same with this guy. Hopefully they don't waste it on like buildings or something, because that would be a dumb idea. But progress is being made. And now I think I need to consider who to attack next. India looks like a like moving more into India is always a valid option. We still have a lot of land in the north to go, and I don't know. Do we control half the map? Half the holdings in the world? It's hard to tell. I don't think we do, actually, which is a little disappointing. But hopefully, as my vassals become stronger, they'll be more willing to go in and attack my neighbors and take their land. But for now, I'm going to end this episode here.